best and most scenic road I have ever covered in New Zealand so far. Not joking, really beautiful. You must see this. Hi guys and welcome back in this new video. In last week's episode I introduced the content of this closing chapter of my New Zealand road trip. Actually I will close this chapter next week with a video in where I will tell you how much I spent during these 3 long weeks, and I will give you the best tip to plan a road trip across New Zealand. Particularly, I drove the magnificent Marlborough Sounds and hiked the Queen Charlotte track. Everything started, or continued, from Motueka, where I was stuck due to some rainy days. On reach Nelson, I drifted towards French Pass. By that time, I imagined, but I was not totally aware about the stunning landscape I was about to witness. We are going to Marlborough Sounds, this scenic road. The problem is that the ending of the road, the French Pass campsite, is fully booked. So our only hope is that Elaine Bay campsite, which is a no booking required campsite, might be free. This is a 3 hours road, so 6 hours return. So this might be 1 hour and a half.
So now Mattia has developed the ability to drive in every weather condition. It's
Now
very
we're
foggy
in the Malaysian jungle.
and it's a good driver. If you want to hire him for your next travel, you pay his flight and accommodation and he drives you around.
We just arrived in the campsite we are staying tonight in Elaine Bay, small bay in the Marlborough Sounds. This is the place. Costs $10 per person, and there's just a box where you put the money. To pay, we have to follow these instructions. So take registration slip, broken now. There is option to pay Department of Conservation Campsite Pass, which we don't have. So stop. Seal your fee and registration slip in the Ziploc bag and place it in the box provided. This system cannot definitely work in Europe, especially in Italy. There's kayaking and some walking around, but I think that we are just staying here for tonight because the other option was going forward until French Pass, but is 2 hours more, so 4 hours return. For 2 reasons, we would like to stay here tonight. Main one is because this campsite is our only option since French Pass is fully booked. In 4 hours, this campsite might be full and there's no other option but come back. So we would like to keep our parking safe, so we definitely have a spot for tonight. And the second reason, tomorrow is forecast a beautiful sunny day, and since the road that takes us French Pass is beautiful, is very scenic, with the sun is of course better seeing it instead of this weather. Okay, let's go for a run.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready
Okay, let's get back. Since I don't have any more a shower, so basically when we were driving, the shower was laying here, fell, and it hung itself in this hook. So I think I have to wash myself in the sea. At least I can remove my sweat and the terrible odors I am stinking of. But I will take advantage of the bath I have to take in the sea. A great swim, because I think it's more than 2 months that I'm not swimming properly. As planned, the following day I drove towards French Pass, and the stunning view you saw before literally made my day. I had time also for a short walk to reach a deserted beach. Definitely not the best shoes for this road, because we haven't seen Paris yet.
Abbiamo detto scusa, facciamo insalatona con fagioli anche tonno?
Yes, salad with tuna and beans. So now we're coming back from the scenic road. We are in Okiwi Bay. So now we are having lunch there, and then we are coming back from the road, in the main road, and we're stepping on Pelorus Bridge. The drive back featured a quick bath in Pelorus Bridge, where the funny thing was being dragged by the currents. Due, uno. Shallow. Yeah, the main attraction seems to be current, because I'm not moving. Now the current is very strong. Stand up. A lot of current here, so it's fun to jump and then follow the current.
Ciao, ciao!
I had also time to try the green mussels, which are super famous in Havelock. They were really delicious and I highly recommend to give them a try. The city itself was also super interesting and peculiar. As I anticipated in the previous video, my phone suddenly died. The battery just swelled without previous notice, so I was stuck in Blanheim to get it repaired. During the time, I decided to go to hike the Queen Charlotte
If
track.
you want to do any of the other sections, you would use a boat from Picton. For example, go to Ship Cove, walk or hike to Fenner Lodge, and then you would take a boat back.
The track stretches 73.5 kilometers from Meretoto Ship Cove through to Anakiwo in Queen Charlotte Sound. It is split in 5 sections. It is usually covered in 3 to 5 days. There's also the possibility to hike a single part of it, exploiting the ferry services. I decided to cover the last section as the most beautiful according to locals. Ship Cove to Resolution Bay. You can find more information in the link I'll leave you below here. So I woke up super early and I drove towards Picton. 9:30 the ferry left the port, and after 1 hour cruising I was about to start a 5-hour long trek. The ferry is expensive, it's $101 per person, even though the captain explained a lot about the history of Marlborough Sound, and during the return made us sighting the beautiful and terrifying at the same times orcas or killer whales. Okay, ready to start the 17 kilometers hike. Would like to point out the color of the water. Looks like being the Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea that I have largely traveled and discovered. Never been to the Caribbean.
Would you rather see a kiwi or a platypus?
Platypus.
A platypus, a jaguar.
Jaguar.
A jaguar or a gorilla?
Gorilla.
See a gorilla or a bear sloth?
Gorilla.
Gorilla or a tiger?
Gorilla.
A gorilla or a Siberian tiger?
Definitely a Siberian tiger.
Tiger or polar bear?
Siberian tiger, but are Siberian tigers still existing? The forest we are walking through has very vivid colors. I don't know whether are my sunglasses lens that enhance that. So no, it's still vivid. Okay, the coffee shop is in that direction. How long is that? Would you like an ice cream? The coffee shop was 15 minutes in the other direction, so it would have been 30 minutes more. There's no point, we're gonna take a coffee or ice cream. Do not say a word. This is not my fault. Oh, no coffee, no ice cream because we had problems with the payment. The owner wasn't accepting the phone as a payment method. The card wasn't working. We had no cash. I would like to point out that we tried with 4 different cards and they were not working because of the system, not because of the cards. He didn't accept phone payment. It's our fault. We didn't have any cash, but we asked for a coffee. After 20 minutes that we were trying to pay, he could have given us 1 coffee. How much would have costed the coffee for him? Probably it's my hospitality that is wrong. Thank you, Ferns. I remember you that if you want to know more about my adventures, what I'm doing, where I'm going, for example, how to get tattooed by the oldest tattoo in the world and get infected, how to spot the whales in Southeast Asia for $30, how to travel the most unknown countries in the world, everything is uploaded on my blog that you can find in the description below. Usually New Zealand is almost everywhere forbidden to fly the drone, at least in the national parks and in the good spot to fly the drone. In here it was not explicitly written forbidden to fly the drone, but I don't have the drone here anyway. I wouldn't have to do it because there are a lot of birds, native birds, so this island is super famous for the birds. I reckon that it can damage the wildlife and bother the birds, so do not fly the drone here. So this trekking is composed by 4 big slopes, 2 uphill and 2 downhill. We are now on the 2nd downhill, so I reckon that it will take us no more than 40-50 minutes to reach the end of the trek. 17 kilometers, but I feel super energetic and everything, so it's not a really tough one. It's super easy. Right, that's the location for the lunch. So she's eating the tomato as an apple. I just found out that along the way there is a lodge for yoga. So if you're gonna cover the whole track, have some yoga, phone the number. Okay, 25 minutes we arrived. So it's 20 past 2. We lost 20 minutes for the lunch. We lost 40 minutes for the. I have to go now. Sorry. I reckon there. We lost 40 minutes for the coffee and ice cream thing. So a bit more than 4 hours. With Bea happy with her ice cream, I can conclude the video here. I hope you found it useful and fun, hopefully both of them, and I will see you guys next week for a new video. Ciao!